Hi Aquarius, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. Now, please excuse me, I have a fan next to me, not a super fan, just a fan because it is so warm and so close today, and I'm having to sit inside and do these. So please forgive me if there is a problem with the sound. Then let me know, and I can turn it off. It was just in between readings, I'm like having to put it on because it's just so warm here. So yeah, Aquarius, how are you doing? Now, I'm gonna go in with what I'm picking up psychically for you, and then do your tarot. Okay? Sorry, these are a little bit late, but better late than never. If anybody does want a personal reading with me, please click the link below. That will take you straight to my booking, and you know it's very easy to do. So if anybody does, because please bear in mind that these are general readings. Please check your sun, moon, and rising sign as well, because people are saying that, you know, they're resonating as well. Okay, but this isn't personal to you. People take them very, very personally. I don't know. I was asked to do a podcast last week, last Sunday. I done a podcast with another reader, and we were talking about this. How, you know, when it's a general reading, we kind of speak directly for your situation. A lot of things will resonate. Okay, so right, that's it. Business out the way. I don't like that part of it. So, Aquarius, I'm just going to go with what I'm picking up psychically for you as well. And as soon as I started to tune in with you, I got the song, the David Bowie song, Changes. And it was the chorus. And I think it's something, change, something, I've got to be a different man, okay? And this is what I think is happening for you. I mean, we've had this eclipse season, you know, there's been a lot going on for a lot of us and a lot of realizations as well. And what this is saying, the first thing that I seen is it was almost like a diary or a journal, okay? And there was pages just flying out of it, okay? So it's, what I really feel with that is that it's time for a new story, okay? And it's almost like we kind of change the past. Everything that we have experienced in the past has led us to where we are now, okay? But there's this real feeling of letting all of that go and starting again and being very open, being very free with ourselves, okay? Because there's a real, like, it's coming in here, you know, looking at your morals, maybe looking at, you know, a lot of times we can look back to the past and we can think, what was I doing there? I would never do that now, you know. But we learn from that, you know, and the good thing is you're still not carrying on doing it. If you are, then this is where there needs to be changes made. But I do feel you're coming through changes, and I feel these changes are coming through you healing, but also this, the healing is causing changes as well. So it's almost like this metamorphosis with you. You're breaking down and then, you know, being put back together in a different way. They showed me glass there. I didn't know that glass had a memory, and I once done a workshop in a glass center. And when it's called slumping, and they slump the glass down. So if you have, say, for instance, that's plastic, but if there was a bottle this shape, you would slump it in the kiln so it goes like liquid. But then when it finds its way again, but without the air, so it would actually form like a flat piece. You know, it would go in the same direction. Don't know why they show me that, and I've probably not described that in the best way. But it's almost like this: it's you've broken down in order to find your way. Okay, you'll find your way back to you, to the true you, the authentic you as well. And it's almost like I feel some of you have been quite tough on yourself and put a lot of rules down for yourself, okay? But when we have rules, it's almost like we then are forced to break them. Then when we break them, we feel bad about ourselves. So this is why I'm saying it's almost like let yourself live and let yourself be free. And I think that is what I'm getting psychically. So like I say, it's this diary, all of these pages going. So whatever is gone, it's time for you to rewrite your story as well. So I'm going to go in with your tarot. Now, like I say, I always pull a few cards and then I carry on pulling throughout the reading. So I don't know where this is going. But the first thing this is talking about is a new beginning, okay? And especially a new creative beginning for you, where you are creating your future. You are knowing now what you don't want, so you know what you do. And this is where your thoughts need to go, because you're still in that transition phase. You haven't fully stepped over into the new yet, although you are going. But this old you, this old way of being keeps dragging you back. Okay. So it's almost like being on one of these bungees, where you're trying to get, or like these extendable leads, that we put our pets on, where they can go so far, and then we press the button and they come back to us. So there's something in your past that keeps dragging you back and dragging you back. And what I want to say with this is, although you might go back willingly, this is what is stopping you from moving forward. Okay. So if you're feeling stuck or thinking, right, why have I not progressed to the level I should have? Why am I not where I want to be? It's because there is something from the past that keeps pulling you back. Okay. And I think this is why they're saying it's time to write a new story. Shut that book. It's not the start of a new chapter, it's the start of a new book. Okay. A whole new volume. This is it. And the volume needs to be loud, they're saying. So what I feel, and I feel this could be a connection with somebody from your past who you've had a relationship with. And I do feel this is a romantic relationship. Okay. The romance might not be there, but the hold still is. And what I'm getting here is, this month I feel that you could be moving on, or they're saying that is your best course of action. If you want to heal and step into the new you and the new better you, and the person that you're meant to be, you need to let this tie go. Now, when I'm looking at this tie, it's almost like I feel you might even not be together, but there's still this control that is coming in from the other person or from the other situation. Okay. And what they're saying here is, if you want happiness, if you want, the fairy tale, if you want the happy ever after, you're not going to get it there. Okay. So you really need to move on. Okay. And you need to start planning for the future now. This is it. It's about taking action as well with it. You're strong enough to do this, but you need to walk away from something. If you want your happiness, you need to walk away from something. And this even might be an old idea of something, or an old thought pattern, an old way you thought things were going to pan out. Okay. A lot of times, spirit know better than us. So our plan changes because they have a bigger plan for us. And the more we resist and the more we stay fighting for something that does not make us happy, the less time we have. We're sort of wasting time, that we could be in that state of happiness. So this is about, like releasing old ties. They're saying there they don't want to do it. It's almost like, as I'm saying this, some of you will be going, no, 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 this isn't resonating with me, when really it actually is, because you're thinking, that is where heart is. It's not. Your heart should not have to fight this much, and it should not keep going round in circles and not getting any of the rewards with it. Okay, so it is time to cut ties. It's time to go cold on something or someone. Okay, it's past its sell by date, because there are a lot of emotions inside of you that haven't had a chance to come out. This could be for other people, this could be for yourself, this could be for life. But this is only going to come in when you free yourself. Okay, free yourself from the past and free yourself from the past baggage, because there are new people lined up ready to come into your life, where you are going to be secure, where you are going to be happy, where you are working together to a common goal, and you are actually like thinking, right, okay, this is great. I don't need to have these rules for myself. There's no rules being put in place. The only things that are being put in place is solid foundations for future. So it's a happy, happy time. It's a very, very fertile time as well. So this is, you are on the brink of something new here, Aquarius. Okay, but it's almost like you keep looking back to this past, thinking that your happiness is there, and it's not. Your happiness is in the future. There is a reason why the windscreen is so much bigger than the little rear view mirror. You look back at it, you reflect, But if you drove all the way looking in the back, can you imagine what you would miss? Or can you imagine what you would hit? So it's about looking forward here, not looking back, Aquarius. And I feel this is where you're going to see, God, I'm gifted, I'm blessed. I didn't realize life could be like this, because there's a real sense of freedom as well, and this is Jenny. Right, okay, and this is where you are meant to be here, because some of you be having something new at work, or you'll be getting a new job, or there's something that is going to secure your security this month, okay? Secure your security. And it's coming in quick. There are a lot of changes coming in for you, Aquarius, but if you embrace them, you will realize that these are all for you, okay? But you need to let go of the past. You're looking at the past with rose-tinted glasses. You're looking at an old relationship through rose-tinted eyes as well, and this is why you are not trusting your future, because you are being kept in the past, okay? This is it. This is keeping you in the past, whereas you're thinking that is where your security is, and it's not, okay? You have everything going for you to create the life you want in your future, but you just need to believe in it, because there's a lot of creation. We've just had that with Capricorn. There's a lot of creation. There's a lot of you stepping into your power as well. And this is what you have been waiting for as well. This is completion of a cycle, but it's a start of a new one. Okay, I mean, they're saying this last 9 months, so I don't know if this is this year. I mean, it's 9 months that it takes gestation to have a baby, isn't it, to have new life? And this is what they're saying. It's new life, so please don't hold yourself back, okay? You can cut through any problems. All you need to do is stop this resistance, because there's so much more for you here, so much more that you're not seeing as well, and I love this. But like I said, this disappointment from the past, or this tie to the past, is what is stopping you, and it's taking your energy. You're leaking energy because you're giving it to something that is not going to work for you. It's not something that is going to give you security. It's not something that is making you powerful, and it's not something that is going to make you happy, okay? So this is where you need to look forward, and you need to look forward with love as well, okay? Cut them ties, cut them cords, and this will make you free for your life to flow, okay? There is a lot of love coming in for you, Aquarius, a hell of a lot, and it's almost like you know it, but it's almost like, well, but that it's I want that, I want that. You don't. That is not what's good for you. You might think you do, but all that does is leave you empty. If that was going to fill you up, you would be full now. You wouldn't be sitting watching a video like this, So it's almost like this is what is keeping you indecisive. You need to step away from your comfort zone. This is what you need to do, okay? Let the past go and let new ideas for the future come in. Sorry, the cat jumped up on me before, and I've got a cat hair in my mouth there. Sorry, I could feel it kind of coming, so I'm really, really sorry about that. So what this is saying is your struggles are over. If you're wondering, it's almost like, you're wondering why you're still in hell, yet you're going out every day and dancing with the devil. This is what you need to cut. The past, whatever is in the past, either the way you were, the way somebody else was, something that you're pining for and yearning for, that is not where your happiness lies. Right, okay. Can you all see me here? Because my computer's froze. I'm seeing myself on this. Right, so I think you must be able to. The computer's froze. If you can all see me, please let me know, and I will carry on this reading. Must just be a computer, I think. Right, I'm going to carry on because it was nearly finished anyway. Okay, yes, you can see me, right? Okay, how weird is this? You see, this is the resistance that you're putting up here, Aquarius. So yeah, what I was saying is this is it, okay? You've done the work, you've tried, it isn't working how you want to. So this is where you are, right, I'm going to have to turn this off. So this is where you are going to have to move forward, okay? There is a lot of financial security coming in for you. There is a lot of emotional and spiritual security coming for you. Okay, a lot of, maybe you need to step into your vulnerability. This is when you are going to heal, but you need to let the past come crashing down. Okay, anything that you built up in the past, let it go, because that is not where your future lies. And your resistance is what's keeping you in the dark and keeping you in struggle. Okay, this is what is giving you burdens. This is what is making you feel heavy. And it's kind of like you need to release this control. Okay, there is a lot more to come for you, a lot more balance. But this is when you step off that cliff to freedom. There's a new life coming for you, massive changes. Do not worry about them. These are fantastic for you, Aquarius. Okay, it's happy, happy times. It's fun. It's laughter. It's joy coming into your life, and it's actually going forward where you have had blocks. Okay, so I love that reading for you. Now, where are my spirit cards? My computer still hasn't come back on, so I'm sitting looking at me frozen here. But on phone it says you are all there. So massive apologies. This is one of the problems of doing lives, but I wanted to get them out there for you. Okay, so remove these blocks, but this is by, you can do this, Aquarius, by removing what is blocking you. And like I've said, you know, this reading should have told you that the blocks are something from the past. Okay, so there are two cards fell out here. The first one is a card of healing, which I love, and it says positive transformation is occurring on a soul level. The other one is divine will, and it says your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust, let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience, all manifests in perfect timing. So this is it. You know, your life is changing. I mentioned gestation there as well, and whenever I look at this card, I always see that like sort of an egg, you know, that is being fertilized. So this is it, you know, it's 9 months that you've been waiting. I don't know why they're saying this 9 months, but it's going to be your time soon. Okay, so just let it go, but let the past go as well. Okay, it's time to rewrite your story, Aquarius. So I hope that made sense for some of you. Please let me know if it did. Sorry about that little blip. And if anybody does want a personal reading with me, please get in touch. The link is below there. And apart from that, have an absolutely fabulous summer. You know, it's going. You're stepping into your time, Aquarius, and it's about time as well. Okay, so let go of control and go with the flow. That, man. Now it's not going to let me end it. I'm going to have to actually abort mission in order to end this, and I hope it saves. Please, please, please make it save. Right? It's Google Chrome that's actually not responding, so I'm going to have to shut it down, and I hope it saves. If not, then I have to redo Aquarius.